Listen.
Who?
You're gonna do Moonchild? Okay, I'll try to.
Yeah, I'll do Moonchild, but I'll also probably Cult Leader or Goblin if I get in a pinch.
No, I would like to keep my role a secret for now.
So I'm guessing you're not the chef.
I'm the king.
Whoa.
All
are
we need to do
executing.
is convince people that's Vortox.
If I am the bounty hunter and not just the Raven Keeper posing as the bounty hunter, then I saw that Yuha was on the evil team.
My brain hurts already.
I actually am the Goblin.
Oh,
Really?
no, nominate me, kill me, kill me, kill me. I think I'm the outsider. Kill me. Everyone hands up now.
I would like to start a cult.
You guys can vote me off if you want. I'm the Lycanthrope.
You hot nominates Mark.
Yuha nominates Mark.
No, you can nominate Dead Body.
Alright, you Protestant, tell us why we should kill this priest.
Dead Body.
As we determined yesterday.
Good morning.
Good morrow.
Good
Hello.
morning.
I am a dead American. So,
Yay.
talk
The
about it.
perfect kind.
I'm taking notes.
That's vaguely threatening.
Bree and Brent. B and Brent.
Whoa, what's up with the candle,
Bree,
Jacob?
Brent, and
Jacob,
Bree.
I will talk
Who
with
knows?
you. Oh my
Just
goodness
kidding.
gracious.
That is us.
And B and Brent, can I
Oh.
talk with you guys in the tower really fast?
Hey,
Team.
that's right. Let's do this. I'm gonna, just because Papa Tony's here, I'm probably gonna like pick Moonchild, but also I might
Oh, okay.
go Cult
So-
Leader
oh,
or Goblin just
so-
to.
Okay, you got cult leader. Okay. Yeah. Because we all, well, Peter, rules clarification. Did all the people on Legion get the same bluffs?
Okay,
Okay.
so might switch it up a little bit. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. You're gonna
That's
do
it?
Moonchild? Okay, I'll try to.
Yeah, I'll do Moonchild, but I'll also probably Cult Leader or Goblin if I get in a pinch. So.
Oh yeah, we do have the Goblin Flood. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out if we have an Alchemist, because then that means all the other outsider roles should be free. We don't have
Okay.
one. Cool. All right, bye.
Okay.
GPS says that he's a townsfolk.
Probably a townsfolk.
Probably.
On a mission, and so I forget to also tell people what I am, and supposedly that's suspicious for me to be like, thanks for your information, bye. But I'm a townsfolk also. Do you have anything you
Would
want to
you
share?
be-
Oh, yes.
That's what I was gonna ask you the same thing. No, I would like to keep my role a secret for now. Just because I haven't played with a lot of these yet, and I'm not sure how important this is a new role to me, and so I'm not sure how important it is. So I'm gonna keep it a secret for now.
How about you?
Not
See
yet.
what GPS does
Not
with
yet,
this
okay.
info.
So does that mean you're going to get some?
Maybe.
Okay. I feel like that's a yes, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, do you just want to do 3
kill
for
me.
3s?
3 for 3? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm either the Lycanthrope, the Magician, or the Chef.
Well, I know it's not one of those.
Really?
Well, yeah, because you just told me that you probably get information more than once, and the chef only gets information once. So I'm guessing you're not the chef.
Anyway, so
Oh, okay.
I'm the king.
Whoa, that's big. Whatever that means. It sounds big and important.
Yeah, so the big bad starts already knowing who I am.
Ooh.
So it doesn't really... There's no negative for me to telling all the good people because the evil team already knows my identity anyway.
Okay, so it says if the dead outnumber the living, you learn like a role, or do you learn someone's role? You learn you learn a role that exists.
I believe I learn... I need to clarify with Peter. Are you there?
He happens to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once the king ability kicks in, what does it mean by you learn one alive player?
Yeah, learning a character means that you learn such a player has such a role.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, so he
that's nice.
learns.
Hold
He
on.
learns the player and the
No,
character.
no. I'll have to look that up.
I thought he just learns that a specific character exists in the game currently.
Yeah, I think. I might consult with chat. I think you're right.
Like, yo, we
you
have.
learned that
classicist,
X
or,
character
we got-
is alive. Yeah. That's what Bandit is saying in chat too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys can trust my
Awesome.
leadership, right?
Perfect.
Okay, that's what we figured kind of in the first place how that works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That makes sense.
Bye.
So if you hear any whispers about there being a choir boy in play, you can direct him to me,
Choir
Okay,
boy.
good.
What is that?
because that's kind of the biggest thing that's keeping me alive.
Hmm.
So if there's a choir boy in play and the evil team kills me, the choir boy knows who the big bad is and then can end the game by having us kill the big bad.
Okay, I feel comfortable telling you that I am the Raven Keeper.
Because you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you
all we
start
need to do
executing-
is convince people that's Vortox, and if we convince people of that, they'll also be thinking they're getting false information. So as long as we make it look like they're getting false information amongst the town people, and push the fact that it could be a Vortox game, we can just have everyone vote on people that we don't want alive anymore.
That's
and
some
then-
big Legion energy right there.
Yeah. How do you like that, Peter?
Is that acceptable?
We'll find out.
Oh, I don't like those words. Okay, I'm gonna
mean-
go back to town then. Cool. Later.
Yep.
Better know how the role
Oh.
works before.
What did we
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
into?
No.
I don't know. Everyone.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Scruffy Kevin, I was literally
yeah,
differentiating
no,
you from Sussy
absolutely.
Kevin. Why are you doing this?
I like chaos.
Oh, me too, but like, dang. And I like how he's not even gonna enlighten us. He's gonna be like, no.
Nope.
Just gonna
How
leave
many
it there.
people do we have?
Just gonna leave it
14.
Just I'll tell you that if I am the bounty hunter and not just the Raven Keeper posing as the bounty hunter, then I saw that Yuha was on the evil team.
Ooh.
But that's only if I am actually the bounty hunter.
Let me
not
write
losing it.
that
Yeah,
down.
it was
We're
a
taking
good
notes this
observation.
time. We're going
Also-
to be deducible.
If I were the bounty hunter, then
Mhm.
that would make a townsfolk evil.
That's a confusing rule set, and my brain hurts already.
So I'm not confirming or denying that I am the bounty hunter.
I understand. But I'm also, my brain hurts, and
So how about we go cause trouble in the town then?
I love causing trouble in the town. This is my favorite. Let's go. Bye-bye.
Just sharing anything. So if I want to bluff, I can prevent.
All right.
I'm definitely really good at like
Yeah. No.
not wanting to share information. So if they get it out of
I
me, they're
thought I
gonna be
understood
more
the
likely to
king,
believe
and I
it's
think I
true.
misunderstood it.
You could bluff as a. Let me see.
Me? Oh no!
Never
no.
mind.
Oh, no potion
Oh.
shop.
No, that's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
I might be crazy tonight.
Crazy how?
Like actually crazy? Like
Not my PC, just person behind the game. Me.
Nominations are now open.
I haven't even been able to finish my circle. I don't even know where all the
here's-
towns and outsiders are.
This is an exciting first day.
We can. So this could be a Vortox game. So I think for safety measures, it
What's
does
a
make
Vor-
sense to. So a Vortox game is basically we get misinformation, and if we don't execute during a day, evil wins. So until we could confirm our information, I do think that probably makes it makes sense that we execute somebody.
You want to
Mark
volunteer?
nominates Yuha.
I wasn't saying that. Mark,
Mark nominates Yuha.
dare
Tell us
you?
about it.
how,
savage.
how dare you?
Savage.
You will regret this, Mark.
Oh, undoubtedly. No.
Oh,
I can't complain that
I mean,
you
Hold on. Down. Mark has the floor.
I'm the center of attention now. I would like to nominate Yuha because he thinks that it is a vortex game and everybody has to die at least one death per day. And so I thought, what better way than to get rid of somebody who is notoriously an evil person? And so I decided that I would nominate them because they could be the person that keeps us safe from the vortex today. And they should be so happy to, keep us safe by dying.
You really read that villain book, didn't you?
I do love the accent.
Well, for one, I thought Mark would have understood like a changed person, giving people a benefit of the doubt, and he's over there just throwing all of my past crimes against me. So I feel very much pointed at by someone that I thought would have been understanding. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Also, while I was pointing out the fact that we should take out people just until we figure out a Vortox, doesn't mean that I should be the one that dies. We could see if anybody is willing to go. And the fact that I pointed out the fact that could happen and educated you on why, I don't think that indicates that I'm playing evil here. The fact that I told you why we should do it.
Good day, sir.
Do I get a rebuttal?
No.
Now the town can discuss.
I have a better nomination that I'd like to propose. I just looked at our outsider sheet list, which feels very mean of me to say this because I've been going around saying, "Are you the outsider? Are you the outsider?" For those of you that I found are the outsider, you're like, "What the fudge, Yenza?" But I just looked at our outsiders and they're not really useful. It'd be good to kill some outsiders today. If we're looking for fodder, listen, we can just kill one of our outsiders and just keep killing that body.
Yeah, we can keep killing the corpse, poke it with the stick.
So I say we start
might as well get a
killing an
good
outsider.
corpse.
All right.
We might as well get a good corpse to be poking.
If we're done talking about Yuha, I'm going to push for a vote on him. 7 votes will put Yuha on the block.
Jacob, how dare you? You want to talk to me?
I believe
I'm
in
not
you,
going to talk to
buddy.
you
I
anymore,
believe in you.
Jacob, we are not going to be talking.
Yuha did hard claim a role to me.
4.
Yeah, I cannot believe.
We're just gonna go to 6. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
5. 6. It's not enough. Any other nominations today?
I have a question.
Yuha nominates Mark.
Yuha nominates Mark. Tell us about it.
I will say this is purely spite driven.
I
I am going to just put it out there right now.
I agree with that.
There is a certain sense of power in the fight, I will say. So I think that he was very quick in pointing at me and wanting to kill me. Very unforgiving, very much bringing up past histories. So because of that, I say we condemn him for what he did wrong.
Yeah, that was pretty sus.
The honesty gets me.
Yeah,
Mark, your response, your rebuttal, if you will.
Oh, thank you. I got nothing.
Again, the honesty.
You need to read more of that book now.
Okay, let me see. I think that I am a townsfolk. I am an innocent person, and I get valuable information that I will be willing to share the next time a night comes and goes.
So
that's it.
Are you done?
Are you done?
Okay, two things. The first one, it's been brought up in my chat, and so I thought it'd be funny to say, but it's very fitting that our Protestant is trying to execute our Catholic priest, but that's cool.
Wow.
Secondly,
Humanism, ladies and gentlemen.
legitimately, because I'm ready to move forward after this nomination. Do we have an outsider who wants to come forward and say, yes, you can nominate me? Because I'm already going to act if you don't come forward.
Yeah, because outsider roles aren't super valuable in this.
Unless you're the Moonchild and potentially kill a good player.
All right.
Which you could also kill a good
because
player.
I'm Yenza, and I have already figured out who I'm going to nominate next. But I'm asking you, would you like to come forward first?
running the votes.
That sounds
That
aggressive.
yeah, that
as-
feels.
I
like
know,
it's
I
not
know.
related
Take
to
a
that.
vote.
That is pretty
That
gross.
sounds aggressive.
Jacob, you
Yeah.
raise your hand for me,
Oh,
and
no, I
you
don't
lower
know.
your hand for this.
Oh,
Listen, I'm
okay,
a
so we're
bus
like,
driver.
I was worried about
two,
numbers, but it's gone down. So
3.
All right, now everyone put your
four,
hands up. Put your hands up. Put your
5.
hands up. Come on, Red. Green,
What?
Put your
Oh,
hands up. Raise your hands.
5 is not
Nobody.
enough.
I want to see the yes is voting.
The other nominations today.
Yenza
We
nominates
should put him
Ruby.
on the floor.
Yenza nominates Wooby. Tell us about it.
Because when I talked to him, I said, "Are you a townsfolk or an outsider?" And he goes, I could be townsfolk or outsider." And I said, "No, you can't be either or. You have to be one." And he said, "I'm an outsider. I'm an outsider." So he's an outsider. I thought it was extremely suspicious the way he wasn't sure which, but not even wasn't sure. He was like he could be either or. Sounds like he didn't decide what side he's going to be on yet. So as a big bad or on the evil team sort of style, that looks suspicious. But if he's not and he's fully good, Ruby, I'm so sorry to do this to you, but he is our outsider, and I think we should kill an outsider and not a townsfolk, and we'll just keep killing his dead body all night or all day.
I mean, if we're gonna keep killing him, I could raise my hand for that.
Wooby,
Oh.
Wooby, your response.
Sacrifice.
Okay. All right. So versus, I feel like I have a really short half-life in this game because I was getting knocked out. But
Sorry.
yeah, really the thing was that I was trying to decide is that I probably register as evil, which I think I told also Father Mark there because I actually am the goblin and I wanted to claim outsider. But so yeah, I am the
Wooby
goblin.
claims goblin.
I finally got it this game. I've been wanting it for so long. So
Maybe Sarah Nova's mad that he's the goblin, FYI. But
Wait,
throwing it out there.
He gets to be
Mark,
Sarah
did
Nova's
you
mad over
actually-
Goblin, and I don't. Yeah,
I am calling
I'm
this a bluff.
confused. Mark,
ready
did
to
you
lose.
really get told that he was a ping, that he was evil, and yet you still nominated me?
oh,
that is actually very sus.
Mark, how
That
dare
is
you?
very
You didn't even respond.
I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention.
All right, 7 votes. We'll put Wooby on the block.
Yeah, this could end our game, guys.
Don't vote for
I
this
don't
this
know.
early. Like, if he's still alive at the end, maybe,
Yeah.
but I feel like we
Yeah,
don't want to do a
yeah.
coin flip on the very first day.
We still
I
have to
agree.
kill someone.
I agree.
We
I
still have to
agree.
kill someone. Because so
One,
once we're done with
2,
it,
3 is not enough.
do we
okay. I have a question for the
have
town.
a chef?
That means that we still need an outsider. Like if he's not our outsider, we still have an outsider in hiding. Can you please come forward and let us kill you?
Unless they're drunk.
No, there's not
yeah.
a drunk in this script.
I know for a
There is.
fact.
There is.
I know
Yeah,
for a
there
fact
is.
that we have an outsider that's not. A drunk.
Oh, you're right.
I know
Wait.
for a fact that we
How
have
do
an
you know
outsider.
Wait, but if it's a board talk,
How do you know that,
can't be
though?
talking in facts.
Oh,
If it's board
No.
talks, you'd be getting misinformation.
oh,
Because
Oh.
because of a role.
Wait, so I might not be the goblin?
yeah.
Because there's
yeah.
a role. There's a role that's in play.
Yeah.
Wooby, you
I understand.
that wouldn't.
Second
that
call
wouldn't
for
count
nominations?
evil.
Okay, yeah, that would just be the
We have
information.
an outsider
You're
who
the
please
outsider,
needs to come
Yenza?
forward.
So if there is
Do
an
we need to
outsider,
just go ahead
please
and nominate
announce
somebody so
it.
we can talk
Yeah,
longer?
somebody
or continue
nominate
to
Yeah.
talk?
Somebody nominate anybody.
I nominate Yenza.
Cassie nominates
Don't
Yenza.
kill Yenza. I'm just so we can get longer to talk. Because he's
I
on
mean-
the second call. We'll have longer to talk.
Classic.
I'm not out to get you, Yenza. I promise.
All right, Yenza, your response.
Please don't kill me. I'm very useful. I've talked to many of you and said the last thing I want to happen is to get executed. That'd be bad.
Don't want to get executed.
You didn't talk to
Important.
me.
I know. I should have used that. I should have used that line. Just very important. You don't want to kill me.
Do we have a clockmaker or a chef? Because if so,
A
they would
first
be
night
good.
info
do we
roll
have
who's
an
fine getting
outsider?
killed.
All right, if we're
If
done
the
talking
outsider's not
about
willing to come
Yenza,
forward,
I'm
then-
gonna run the votes on her. 7 votes will put her on the block.
If someone is chef or a clockmaker, that would be very useful. Given that we have 9 townsfolk.
Oh,
or at least
no,
maybe
nominate
8
me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill
3.
me. I think I'm the outsider. Kill me. Everyone hands up now. Hands up,
Four.
hands up, hands up, hands up. Go, 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 go,
5.
go, go.
Oh,
If there's
Why?
legitimately no
6,
other outsider, then
7,
I'm the outsider.
8.
Oh, hand up, fudge, fudge!
Well, I mean, you got 8. Nobody else is gonna get
Yeah,
nominated.
got
I'll explain. I'm the balloonist.
So we'll just
Ada's
I'm
enough.
the
Okay.
balloonist. So I was told we should have another outsider. Legitimately, if there's no other outsiders, then that means I'm the drunk. If there is another outsider, screw you. You got the balloonist killed. But that's
They might
I
be
love
the
you.
goon who is selected by an evil player in the night.
I mean, they could still. I mean, if there is an outsider, they could still come out, and we can vote for them for more than 8. We have the manpower.
Yeah, even if a goon
Yeah.
each night, the first player to choose you with their ability is drunk until dusk. Dusk can become their alignment. Like, even if you wanted to stay the goon, like, I think an outsider kill would have been better than a townsfolk kill for like.
Yeah, but they've
maybe
become
not.
evil, so they're happy for you to die instead
Right,
of them.
exactly.
Maybe. Okay. Well,
So they're playing
Maybe
the game.
okay.
I'm just gonna
I
go
can
ahead and
see
say
that.
that if that's a possibility, but it
Well,
looks
it's
more
good.
like
No,
I
I-
must have
I-
been the
I
drunk.
buy your world.
Final
Unless,
call for
Jacob, do
nominations.
you wanna die
Closing in
quick?
5.
Wait, so
I absolutely do not.
And then we can just keep killing me over and over.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Yenza
Also, Wooby's
is
evil. Don't forget it.
executed and
Oh, yeah,
dies.
he's a goblin. I'm sitting by a
I
goblin.
don't think he's the goblin. I think that was a bluff.
And everyone goes to sleep.
Well, he's something, and I'm sitting
Oh
by
my
that
gosh.
something. I feel.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
puts
bad.
good team on a
you're
back
sitting
foot
next to
for
the goblin.
sure.
Yes,
Um,
it's contagious.
I mean,
I think we're gonna kill Cassie.
Goblinitis.
Goblinitis.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, brother. Okay, so I got, put as Legion. And the message that I got is that evidently I can see who else is the Legion, right?
Yes.
Okay. And basically I'm just trying to use numbers against the good guys, basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm a noob. So
no, you're fine. Okay, so the win condition for evil is always, the default win condition for evil is there are 2 living players left, one of which is the big bad. In this case, you have many big bads. So as long as one of you guys are still alive with one other person, then your team wins. Does that make sense?
Okay.
There also
yeah,
is a caveat of executions fail if only evil voted. So like your main power of choosing who dies is during the day. Yenza, thank you for the raid. So that means that you're trying to convince the town to execute who you are trying to execute, all that, right? I'm distracted by the raid.
No, it's okay. Yeah, that's what I needed to know. I just needed to know who I can talk to and sort of trust, at the beginning. So
the nuance point that is important to know as a Legion is if there is a vote where only evil votes on it and it's enough to normally put that person on the block, then I will not say that so-and-so is put on the block. I will not say 7 votes is enough and so-and-so is marked. I will say 0 votes is not enough and then ask for other nominations. So it's a huge tell if that happens, because suddenly they're like, wait, who all voted in that last vote? Clearly they are all evil.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful about that.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Thanks for the tips.
Good luck.
Is it stuffed with love?
Welcome, Ray.
Because that's illegal.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
That is not a common
all
or
right.
usual name for the ingredient.
Let's see. So, the Alchemist doesn't do anything at this point.
So
Wait.
are bald eagles better fried?
Right. So
or
I'm thinking we're
grilled?
gonna kill Cassie.
Grilled.
We're gonna kill Cassie because this kind of confirms her as potentially a good roll. Because usually the Balloonist gets good rolls on the first night. Not always, of course, but that's a soft confirm, and that helps. That builds trust for Cassie. It also helps the good team. Got to keep that balanced. I think I'm also going to. Good. All right, let's see what else happens tonight. Where's our 2? Ravenkeeper is still alive. Our empath gets fresh information, which is still a 1. So that's good for him to know. And that might make him push pretty hard on Bree. gonna pop out. Okay, bye, Rainbow. It was good to see you just for a second. Have a good night. 4 is dead. 5 doesn't learn anything. And we're just gonna make Jacob evil to help. We'll switch him back. Mostly I'm giving info to Jacob. I don't think that's... He'll probably switch back in a moment. Unless GPS dies. So that's... The evil team might run away with
The
this.
more they get taxed, and so...
Oh,
Yeah.
so you mean
That's
that
what-
there's a
basically.
higher tax on products? instead
Yeah,
of
there's
your
a higher
salary?
tax on products. Yeah, there's a higher tax on products and no income tax. So
Yeah, I'd be-
yeah, I guess it would encourage people just to spend more and buy more. I guess, but
Well, would it encourage that because they would be more expensive?
But you wouldn't have your income taxed, so
Oh,
you
so you're
could
saying
have
you would
more
have
money.
more money. The
yeah,
thing is,
so like
I
if I have 15% of my income back to myself, I would probably spend more. I guess.
Yeah, I
so.
feel like with that though, then stores should have the products with taxes included instead of this whole entire hidden mystery amount. That
All this talk about money
Yeah.
bored
Well, that's how it is in
Cassie
Brazil.
to death.
What?
Oh, we barely knew it.
I died.
Oh,
Oh.
Y'all can
What
talk
the
about it.
heck? What just happened?
So what time, Peter?
Catch the
How long do we have?
goblinitis from movie in Utah.
Cassie, you were the name that I got, by the way, the first night. If I was drunk, it was a fake name, but still, you were the first name I got. Hi, Cassie.
What does that mean?
Oh,
That's
Jacob
fun.
has left.
So, Balloonist kids.
Jensen, can I talk to you?
I'm willing to hard
I-
claim to you if you want to hard claim to me.
I can hard claim to you, but I got my first potential bit of information from my role, and there's two very clear worlds that it gives me, and and those worlds either, I'm just trying to work out what to do with it, because yeah.
Okay.
I'm willing to hard claim, but would you mind going first? Kevin, I'm the
not
cult
so
leader.
sure. You're the. Did you turn evil last night?
Kevin, I did indeed turn evil last night. And I've just realized how flipping schizophrenic this role is. And how utterly I have to rewire my brain chemistry for that. So, Kevin, do you want to hard claim evil to me, or do you want to let me believe that Will is the evil one and kill us both? I don't know what you want to do right now. Do you want to kill Will and let me turn good again? Who are you?
That's
Because
interesting.
if you are evil, I'm currently on your team. But if you're good, I would love if you got Will killed and let me turn good again.
Okay.
I'm all out here. That is my hand. That is my play. There's no double play. I'm not doing a crazy you thing. Okay?
So,
He's still
Jacob,
playing-
fortunately,
yeah, that's
you've
good
come to the
strategy.
right man. I'm the bounty
Don't-
hunter.
You're the bounty.
You want an
hunter.
evil
Okay.
man killed? I'm your guy.
That's wow. Okay. If
That's
that evil
incredible.
Dies, you learn another evil player. To
So the player that I learned was Yuha,
okay.
and I'm not the evil bounty hunter, but also a townsfolk is now evil, which could be Will.
It could be Will, or could he have just been one of the minions? I don't know.
Huh. Wild.
Well, I'm still new to this,
Speaking of
and,
evil,
and
I will.
obviously you probably played this role
I've
before.
done
So
one Legion game and I was not Legion, so this is actually
Okay.
newer territory. But from my understanding, the win condition is basically the same. Good, evil has to outnumber good, and the only difference is there's a lot more of us. We don't choose who dies or if someone dies. Peter does. And when it comes to nominating, if all of us legions raise our hand and no good raise their hand, it won't go through. So then that will look
It
a little
won't go
bit
through.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
so
that.
just make
I got
sure that
yeah.
there's
Always thought of cult
either
leader as
a
cheeky,
good person with their
and
hand
this
up,
is
Yeah, you
or
gotta
that the
convince
number
a
I
good
like how
person
he's
to
played
vote.
it.
Yeah,
correct,
basically.
or that the
Yeah.
number is low enough that that thing won't go through. Because I
Right,
think Peter
right,
has to announce or something like that, like they didn't like Peter, right? There's a certain announcement that you have to make if it was all legions that
Yeah,
voted.
so if only evil players vote, and they had enough votes, but it was just all evil votes, then what I say is 0 votes is not enough.
Yeah. So
you only have to
there's a
worry about that
specific
if they,
vernacular.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So as long as we make sure that doesn't come out, we're not completely outed. But that's the only way we would get like quickly
What are
outed.
you bluffing as?
I'm gonna bluff as the cult leader because a lot of people join into that. I was about to start a cult, but Mark started off shooting, firing, and then I was just like, well, now if I claim cult leader, people will be like, oh, cult leaders don't need to live.
Should I have
so
saved
I was
Yenza with
just
a
like, I'm not gonna
pacifist?
say anything yet.
Yeah.
But today a cult isn't coming.
Right.
So
Right. Awesome.
that's
Okay.
what I'm going to be claiming because now we have dead bodies that we could just kill at night. So it's not necessarily as necessary to kill people that much on like
Although this
just,
team is actually
just
doing
out of
pretty well,
fear
right?
of the Vortox because we could just stab up.
So yeah.
That's fair. And if I'm acting like I had a bit of the sauce, then I'm because technically, right, I'm thinking about a chef reading of like 3, which I looked at the grimoire, and technically we would have a correct chef reading of 3. So I don't know if this is smart or not, but we're gonna tip our hats and have a drink maybe and see what happens.
But I think the longer we can make people think that this is like a Vortox
Potentially a
theme or
Vortox.
Nadashi or Poe or something, that'll give us more time.
Hi.
Hi. Can I ask rules clarification?
Yes.
On who can flip someone to evil?
Yeah. On this script, the only player that has the power to turn a townsfolk evil is the bounty hunter.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Thank you.
Well,
I'm just singing the "I'm So Lonely" song right here.
So I think good team's coming ahead a little bit with the GPS and Jacob stuff.
Y'all, what's happening in this town?
I don't know.
Does anyone ever know though? For real?
Never.
I don't think anyone ever.
I can't turn Jacob
I've already
good for a
accepted the
while.
fact that like I'm never going to be good at this game, like ever, and so I'm just kind of going with the flow.
Oh, well, Clocktower again. I was like, you should. One day I won't.
This is the face of somebody trying to be a villain. And
You're not.
failing. What?
You're not doing a good job. Yeah.
And failing.
I know. You look like a good person.
I want to talk to you so bad.
Oh, do you? Do you? Because you keep ignoring my calls.
I'm not.
Not that bad, apparently.
I keep getting voicemail.
I want to talk to you. I
I
promise.
can't send you a text message, Yenza. We're not by each other.
Hold on.
Are nominations open?
Oh yeah, nominations can be open. Thank you.
I would like to start a cult.
Why not?
Yuha starts a cult. Tell us about it.
Okay, well, one thing, the fundamental I found out the other day is masks. So there will be masks for everybody. You get to design your own mask, your own funky mask. When you come in, we'll have arts and crafts all over the place. It would be glorious. And then that's just the beginning. Once you're in, it's basically, think of a carnival without creepy clowns. There's just fun rides. There's junk food primarily, but there's also some healthy options because it's 2023 and you have to have it. So all of these things are going to be available to you at your local cult, which is like cult. But there will be open seats if people want to like create some kind of government within the cult. That is an option. But again, masks. Cool masks.
Jacob,
Is there Kool-Aid?
No, no,
There,
no,
sorry,
no, no
Kevin.
more questions. This is taking too long. Let's just...
I need to whisper you after.
Don't
Wait, who got nominated?
Yeah.
This is a cult.
You have starting a cult.
Yuha, I
Me in
refuse
there.
to join your cult until Wooby
No, I think
says,
this is
sorry,
a great
Wooby.
idea.
Like, we can't really
I think
tell
this is a
what his
fantastic.
Wooby
alignment
is sitting next to him.
This is great.
No,
This is absolutely fantastic.
Oh my god.
GPS, are you
Oh my
evil?
Who doesn't?
A cult is not formed.
What? I want my money back.
Wait, what is it?
Vortox confirmed. That did not go through.
I would like to start a cult.
Brand starts a cult. Tell us about it.
This cult involves not just cool masks, because cool masks are cool, and not just cool Kool-Aid, because Kool-Aid is cool.
With a K.
But it's also cool with a K, but not too many Ks. Wild.
No
In fact,
more than
to
two
get another
Ks.
K,
Okay.
We just have H2O, because it's also important to stay hydrated. Cult. You can color it how you please too.
Can you
the
flavor
Kool-Aid
the
powder.
water?
Did you turn evil last night?
I think we vote for this cult
No.
too. I think this
No,
is a
I'm
good
not
idea.
voting for this until Bree is dead.
Yeah.
I also
don't
support
know.
water.
I don't know.
Wait, why are you dying?
I
Yeah.
also think the breeze evil.
I'm
Wow,
a big
thanks,
supporter
you
of
guys.
both.
You pick some
Kevin,
notes.
I've been
I
trying to
don't
find
know.
someone to vote her off. Will you nominate her today? Sorry, Bree. I love you.
I
We should
think
chat
I think
later.
we have a better nomination today, but well, definitely like very soon. Yes.
I'd like to do that sooner than later, but I
No,
have
yeah, I
no,
hear you, I hear
no
you.
say
Sure,
in that
why?
whatsoever.
It's a great
We were
cult.
getting a
Cult is
few
not
too many
formed.
votes.
Bree, you and I should chat.
Are nominations open?
Yes.
Nominations.
Major would like to nominate Bree.
Wait,
Majora
Jacob,
nominates Bree. Tell us about it.
So I was told by another player to do this. There have apparently been 2 evil pings on Bree, but the player who has that ongoing information doesn't want to reveal themselves. So I am just doing this in sort of a favor to that person. We can decide whether or not we want to vote on it, but there is apparently an ongoing information role who has gotten 2 evil pings off of her, and I don't have more information than that.
So, Bree, your response.
You guys can vote me off if you want. I'm the Lycanthrope, so my role is kind of risky anyway. So
who did you choose last night?
I chose Majora.
And he
Wow,
didn't
there's a
die.
guilt trip. That's also very weird because I heard that somebody else was the lycanthrope, and that's a very fun word to say.
Now we have double.
I'm a lycanthrope.
Do you
I
trust
have also
the other
heard.
person?
I
know,
do trust the
I've
other
only-
person.
No
I
one
found out how
called
to
Clocktower.
pronounce that
I don't
word.
think Bree realizes
Cassie,
how
I would
much
put your
her
hand down. I
choice
don't-
Cassie,
implies.
you only have 1 dead vote, just heads up.
Yeah.
You can only vote.
do
one.
Thank you
more.
for reminding me of that because I definitely forgot.
I almost did the same thing, Cassie.
Oh, for
All right. Running the votes. 6 votes will put Bree on the block.
Bree is voting for
Everyone is
herself.
voting.
1,
I don't know.
2,
Because we might have a, still haven't determined
3.
Vortox.
We can, but we can kill Yenza or Cassie.
Yeah.
Don't
5.
vote for yourself.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, no.
This is a
Oh,
good
no.
idea.
No,
7 is enough.
I forgot we can kill dead bodies.
To clarify,
Yeah, I was
this isn't a
wondering why
Vortox
we
kill.
weren't
This is
going-
an evil
No.
pig kill. This is
Yeah.
a kill because of an evil pig.
Yeah,
So
I
this
feel-
will clear the world.
Oh,
Any other nominations today?
Yuha nominates Mark.
Yuha nominates Mark.
No, you can nominate dead body.
All right, you Protestant, tell us why we should kill this priest.
Nominate dead body.
As we determined yesterday, Mark apparently got an evil ping on Wooby Wobby, and he still decided to throw me under the bus. So
That
I
is-
think the whole whatever is going on there, I don't know. But I don't trust him.
It's still a
You shouldn't
spiteful
trust
vote.
him. No, it's not entirely spiteful. It's
I still-
founded on facts. The fact
And
is,
spiteful.
Entirely.
he nominated me, and he also
I
had
agree
an
with.
alleged evil ping. So those are 2
Yeah,
facts.
I,
In my corner of the woods, I'm raising my hand.
I'm
You
suspicious
should
too.
too.
I'm
I would have been your
suspicious too.
cult leader. You must comply. I'm compelling you.
Mark, your response.
I'm trying to figure out where in this book it says.
it is pretty suspicious you keep reading that book.
Where in this book?
Oh
it says
yes.
what?
It says whenever repeatedly nominated, maintain. Some of these words are really big. I apologize. Maintain your denial that you are evil. Okay,
Which one of
so
those is
I'm
the
a
big
good
word?
player.
Denials, 3 syllables.
I encourage you not to vote for Yuha's spiteful vendetta again. He is a deranged man, a lunatic.
Now I'm deranged. I just want to murder someone, but that makes me deranged, does it?
FYI, in going around the town, I have heard of an evil ping on Yuha, so I would not
false news
trust any nominations or cases that he makes. And I also find it suspicious that Will is supporting that.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
I also
think
that
it's the second time he's been
nomination.
It's the second time he's been.
I'd be voting.
So this is 3 people who allegedly have powers that let them ping evil people.
No, can I explain that? Will is a precious flower child, and just don't worry about it. You let him do what he wants, okay?
Yeah, I strongly disagree.
Please.
So,
All right. So anyways,
if we're going off that, then we should nominate Jacob too, because he's been going with Yuha.
I
as well.
want to vote on Mark because we're talking about everybody else. 7 votes will tie, 8 votes will put him on the block.
So guys, let's raise our hands. Everybody in the class.
I don't want
to. Raise our hands just like that?
Yeah,
it didn't
raise your
count
hand.
though. But you
Come on.
said
One.
it didn't
Come on,
count.
people.
Mark, because Mark has
Where-
the information
where is
role
the
too.
support? Where's the support?
2.
Only 2. Come on. Can we at least get 3? Mark, at least raise your own hand.
2 is not enough. Any other nominations today?
Bye, guys.
Well, the shame of you.
Well, I guess actually I nominate Cassie.
Bree nominates Cassie. Tell us about it.
I mean, this is just up to you guys. I think it might be nice to have an extra good person alive. Just kill dead body.
Cassie, your
Does
response.
that help with a board? Sorry.
Because it helps with the Vortex.
It
How do you?
You guys
What-
can
what?
kill me as many times as you want. I guess you didn't kill me the first time, so you can kill me for the first time ever now.
Let's ban her.
Fangul game or a Zambul game. There you go.
No, there's not a zombie.
I know.
Oh.
How do you
is there
kill a
not
dead
a
body?
It was awful game.
Have we figured out what game this is yet though? Like, do we have confirmation as Vortox or?
Wouldn't you like to know,
Is
guys?
Honestly,
You know, Dashi.
with a town this big and with how many evil pings we have floating around, it could be a Legion game.
Or everybody that's creating those evil pings are evil. How about
I think that leans into
Says
the
the
Legion
person-
game.
Says the person with an evil ping on them. Also, sorry, are we supposed to be listening to their cases?
That was my whole case.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, 7
I would
votes
go
to,
for the-
to tie, 8 votes
Wait,
to put
I don't think
on
she
the
actually.
block.
Oh wait, I guess.
Yeah, she said you can kill her as
Then we
many
get a,
times as you
get
want.
a body and we have.
Well, no, we're not killing for Vortox. We're killing for evil ping.
But there could be a
Yeah.
Vortox, so we need to.
I know.
So-
And we have to
There
roll
might
on
not
the block.
be- there might
Two.
not be a
Are there-
Vortox either.
We
Are
already
there
have
3
double claim?
people claiming to have abilities that let them have evil pings? Because I don't even think there's 3 roles that can do that in this script, right?
2 is not enough.
There's Lycanthrope,
Any other nominations
Empath,
today?
Or Bounty Hunter, Balloonist, King, Guire.
Well,
Like, there's
But
a
Balloonist
lot
is
of-
dead.
Balloonist didn't have an evil
Apparently,
ping. Yeah.
the balloonist, yeah.
Balloonist called hers if she's.
Yeah,
There are a
I'm
lot
the
of
She made her
reasons.
claim if that's actually true.
Yeah.
Bobby, are you actually a goblin, or did you just say that to save
I
yourself? Why do you keep trying
You actually
to try and
did
help us?
Oh my goodness! If the balloonist died, so the outside
Final call for
goblin
nominations,
can
closing in
live.
5.
Master
man.
plan.
It is a plan. It's
3
definitely a
is
plan.
executed and dies, and everyone goes to sleep.
And now we
Bye.
died on her
Nighty
grave.
night.
Kim, yes, that's a good point. I could flip Jacob each night. What I'm nervous about, let me know your thoughts on this. If I flip Jacob, since Jacob and GPS trust each other, then suddenly Jacob can try to start a cult with GPS's support. Actually, that'd be really funny to see. That'd be really funny to see. I'm gonna wait until they push on Will to kill him. Yeah, I think it'll be... Yes, is there a misinformation role that would make Legion less clear? Maybe I'm blinded by seeing the rules, but I have a hard time seeing the world where this many evil pings means anything but Legion. The trouble is, the only pings that they've really got are GPS and Mark. I am thinking about doing a Poe charge tonight, simulating a Poe charge tonight. Is that too obvious? It might be too obvious, but that's what I think I'm going to do. All right, let's see. Can you do that with Legion? Yes, Legion says each night a player might die. So I entirely get to choose. Oh, yeah, it doesn't even have to be a sunk kill. It can just be I chose not to kill. All right, Ravenkeeper does nothing. Empath. Empath learns a 1. How nice for you. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't do the other part. What I can do is make them nervous that there's a Poe in play. So now I'm not sure what Mark is going to do with that, because he's still getting the same information after both his neighbors have died. That's hilarious. All right. Let's see. 3, 4, it's dead. 5 doesn't get anything. 6. Do we want to flip him? I'm nervous that, oh. Hi.
Hi, rules question.
Uh-huh.
Assuming that I am evil, because you said I am, because of Bounty Hunter, most likely. If I do learn, and assuming this is a Vortox game, if I learn the role that I actually am, would I be able to use that ability?
Hold on. Walk me through that again.
So, assuming I am evil,
Mm-hmm.
and assuming that this is a Vortox game, if I do learn the actual role that I am, the role's ability that I have, could I use that ability?
Yes. So Vortox doesn't affect whether or not you're able to use an ability. It only affects information, which makes it different than Drunk.
So if I actually had the role of the assassin or something, could I assassinate someone if I learned my role, my correct role, if this is a Vortox game?
Yeah, so if this is a Vortox game, even if this is a Vortox game, the Alchemist will learn their actual ability, because that's not considered info, at least in my understanding. I might eat my words later, but that's how I'm running it. So even in a Vortox game, you have the power of Goblin, and you can actually hang your hat on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That I agree with.
For me, it's okay to put the pressure on the evil team on a Legion game and keep killing them until the villagers are getting very suspicious, but I definitely need to storytell more of these games to make a more definite judgment call. Yeah, Alchemist is not an information role. Yeah, like learning your role, unless your role specifically says, so I don't know, like both teams are in kind of weird spots. I am going to flip. Whoops, that's not how you flip. I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'm just interested to see what they do with the Poe. I think that'll buy the evil team some time because they're starting to get real suspicious about Legion. But it won't last more than a night because they'll be expecting 3 kills. Yeah, it is kind of info. Yeah, so I could see myself being wrong there. That's why I said that's just how I'm running it. It's like kind of like D&D. Sometimes you just have to make a judgment call, and then you can double check rules later. But let people know how you're running the rule at the time. The question is, can GPS and Jacob successfully form a cult?
Though,
This is
now
an
that you keep
illustrated
talking
book.
about it, I feel like porn could be a good way
Good
to
morning!
Just
Good
morning.
I have nothing else to say. You guys can talk about it.
What?
Did somebody else die?
Morning,
What?
Piers
No.
Hollow.
Do people normally? Where
Riverside
you come
dudes
from? Do
up.
people die every night, or what? What's?
It's a
No
Poe
one
charge,
died.
guys. I think we have a Poe.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Oh, and Yenza, Miss I want to talk to you is already off talking to somebody.
That means it passed over to Bren.
I guess I don't know if yeah.
Because I'm
gonna
dead.
assume Bren.
But when you, yeah.
Bren
when
is the
you
worst.
Yeah. Well, she was
No.
either she was
Right, yeah,
getting
learning
confused
your-
and mixed up, but she was like we kept explaining to her like this isn't for the Vortox. This is. I'm starting to think this is.
So how do they
There's
know
so many evil
what their
people, or I'm
ability
just
is?
in
Does
my
that
head
count
and
as
think
info?
everyone's evil, and I'm like must be Legion. But because she was trying so hard to keep Bree alive and was backing up logic that we already put out the window, I think Bren is our next one.
On the chopping block in my notes.
Yep. Now I have to. I am orchestrating another death, and that's gonna
Yeah,
make
so
me look bad.
that's what
Oh,
confuses
Scrappy
me, 'cause
Kevin.
I
can get him on board and tell him he's good, because he would be confirmed good. People like it when you tell them they're
Right.
good. They start to.
So how do I? Does
That's
having
one of
an
the things it
ability
says in this
imply?
book.
Does having an ability imply that I tell them what their ability is, unless otherwise stated? That's what confuses me a bit about the Alchemist.
Changing.
I think we're running it right.
Changes. Oh shoot! I was supposed to talk to Yuha.
Yeah, you were. I can't. As soon as it happened, I was just like, "Oh look, Yenza already off on a conversation." Miss, I want to talk to Dave.
I also need to talk to Scruffy. There's so many people to talk to. Hi. So are you the cultist? Are you
Yes,
really?
I am.
No,
Hello,
until
Tyrus. Good to
I will
see
vote
ya.
for you. I will not vote for you until Wooby's dead, because Wooby is confirmed evil.
Oh, I see.
Because he came out as goblin. So until we,
Yeah,
I
until,
will
well,
join your
until he
cult.
dies, I just won't try and make another cult.
Yeah, because I'm just not going to join it. And even dead people have to be the
Yeah,
ones.
I mean, it's too risky if he is
For
still alive,
Pixie
so
itself.
I just won't.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. I was just like, cult power. The only reason why I did it, yeah. So
Right. You start
The only
knowing.
reason why I did it the
Mhm.
first night is because Mark instantly started off being like, I nominate Yuha, so
I know.
we already
I know that
jumped
you-
right into that. So I was like, dang it.
You were
but-
being vengeful, I know. I lost all of my notes. Okay, cool. And I haven't learned anything except for I have
Unless I'm the drunk. Well, no, then I still wouldn't ping evil.
Yeah. I mean, if I have been receiving false information this entire time, I'll be very confused. However,
Will you hold it personally against Peter?
perpetually, but only because of the alliteration perpetually in Peter. It starts with P.
Perpetual Peter prejudice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perpetual Peter prejudice. I think I have an unfair advantage because I pick up a lot on like body language and things, and so Bren and Bree have been a little bit sus. Yuha has nominated me. It'll be interesting to see if he nominates me again.
Riverside.
I'm sorry to burst.
No,
in.
that's okay. It's okay. Riverside. I ordered pizza from the Riverside Pizzeria here in Cornwall today, so this is nice. This is very nice. Yuha, Will, Bren, and Bree, the four evil people who shall be in the game tonight, and we're going to kill them all.
Okay. Yuha, Bren, Bree, who?
Will.
Will?
Yuha, Will,
okay. So
Bren, and Bree.
So I am the cult leader, and I am back to being good today. I
Oh,
was
great.
actually, I was evil yesterday, but I was very much acting like I was a good person because I wanted to get Will dead so that I could go back to being good. However, I've gone back to being good on my own, even though my neighbors haven't changed, which means because my role, like even if we had a Vortox, my role would still work because it isn't info based. It's just a thing that happens based on the alignments of the people next to me. So I
Which would
have
mean
one
that-
good neighbor and one evil neighbor because I have been evil and good.
Have-
Kevin,
Especially
I have
besides
talked
Peter
to,
Prejudice
and
pleases
I,
Peters.
as stupid as it is, I trust him. As
That
incredibly
is-
stupid as it is.
But let me ask you this:
Yeah,
were
he's a
you ever
benevolent
evil
cult leader.
whenever Cassie was still alive?
No, I was good on the first night when it was GPS and Cassie, and then Cassie died that night, and I'm the very last in the order. I became evil that day, which meant, you know, like it could still be GPS, but it lines up with a lot of other stuff if it's Will. In which case GPS is good, and he's been pointing consistently at Yuha and Bree based on other stuff he's picking up, so I'm good with running with this, and I am good at the moment, so I am going to try to form a cult today. I would get it if people don't want to join it, but I will try as well. But I will absolutely be behind nominating and
Yeah.
Yo.
Did he earn enough trust? That's the question. I want to see it.
I'm getting little updates on my on Chrome for some reason.
Yeah.
For the game.
Chrome.
Yeah, I'm not sure what settings you have to change, but yeah, but I think a lot of people get Chrome updates whenever I hit the return button.
It's also
He wouldn't let me leave, Yuha, Peter. He wouldn't let me leave.
No, she's lying. I'm a good
Nominations are now open.
I nominate Will.
Jacob nominates Will. Tell us about it.
I'm gonna come out and try to form a cult in a minute, so I am coming forward with my role, and that's why I was laughing when the others were trying to form cults. I was good on the first night when GPS and Cassie were my neighbors. I became evil on the second night when Cassie had died because I go last in the turn order. Which meant that I had at least one evil neighbor that could still point at GPS, and I had a long chat with him that day, and I was pretty convinced that he was good, and in my head, not knowing how to play the schizophrenic role, I was pretty like on board with the idea of killing Will so I could go back to being good. And I have returned to being good today, which does still say I have a good neighbor. I don't know, it's lined up with other people's information as well, which they might like to come forward, but there was another claim of a Lycanthrope who picked Will. He did not die. And there's been other sus stuff too. I just think Will is a good kill. And then I'm going to try to form a cult. Hopefully you all believe me and we can close this out together. I'd really like that.
I don't trust you.
Hold on. What's
Of course you don't.
Will, your response.
Oh, my response is that I only have one conversation with Jacob, and it was in the first night, and I wasn't willing to share much information about my role. Of course, I claimed Townsfolk, and didn't share too much information. So I'm pretty sure that's why he thinks that I could be a bad guy. But yeah, that's all I can say. So
Can I say something?
The floor's open.
Are you done? Okay.
Point of
Are you
order.
done?
Just point of order before you Yenza. Just my note on Will from that first conversation was that Will said he could change the direction of the game, and that was all the information he gave me. And
He told me that too,
yeah,
but
you know,
that's
I know Will. I didn't get particularly sus from that conversation. That was yeah.
Okay, so we've had 2 Lycanthrope claims, right? So far we have 2 double claims of that, and both of them were, one was aimed at Majora and one was aimed at Will, and they didn't die, so that must mean they're evil. I'm saying instead that those are bluffs. I think that we have a Legion game and that our Legions are sharing too many bluffs. They got that mixed up, I'm thinking. But also that puts Jacob and Yuha in a precarious situation because they're both in a double claim.
Well, I am not in a precarious situation.
I think that Will and Majora are cleared good because our Lycanthropes have chosen them and they haven't died, which means that they've been targeted by our evil players. I think that they're good. and I think that whoever our other lycanthrope is actually not good.
You think that Bree is good?
Yeah, well, my
No.
first.
I think that whoever our other lycanthrope is, she said she was a lycanthrope. I think that our lycanthropes are in a double claim with each other using their bluffs. Because Legion doesn't get multiple bluffs. They still just get the 3 and they have to figure out what to do with that.
Yeah, but I feel like we would have had more double bluffs if that would.
We do. We have Jacob and Yuha also.
So that's 2, but I feel like we would have more.
Well,
It doesn't necessarily.
we're not
so either-
ruled by
the thing
feelings,
is-
are we, Kevin?
The thing is, so as in that situation, you either decide who gets to choose if you can meet up all in time. Like you're all sent, because I've been in this situation, you're all sent 3 bluffs. And you say, okay, I'm gonna claim this. But if you don't have time to meet up with your other group, then you don't get to say, hey, I've already claimed this. And so one thing to do is just roll the dice and try to just pick something that's already on the script and hope you don't get into a double claim. So that could be
Yenza?
what's happening. Yeah, what's up?
I totally see what you're saying. I think that the Legion is a really good consider. Honestly, I haven't been considering it probably as much as I should have, because if it were a Legion game, this would be my first. However, again, like I said, there has been an evil ping on Yuha, and Will has been backing him up very strongly, which inclines me to believe that they're on the same team.
When was Will backing up? Can you
Yeah,
give me an
like
feedback?
when did I back him up?
When
multiple
Yuha
votes.
nominated Father Mark yesterday, Will was like, "Yeah, I think this is a good
Voted
execution."
with him. That wasn't him backing up. He just voted with him. Like, no,
Yeah,
no,
I just
no,
voted
no,
He
no.
explicitly gave
That's-
verbal support.
Kevin, I just want to clarify. Can we redact that from the record? He wasn't backing him
No.
up. He voted with him.
Actually,
I
the
just feel
first
like
time,
I'm
the first time
persuasive.
Yuha accused Mark, I didn't even vote. But the second time, I was like, okay, there must be something there, and that's when I voted.
Also, didn't you vote to kill me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we all voted to kill you.
All right, I'm gonna push for a
Oh, not
vote.
everybody.
I
6
I
votes will
do
put
believe-
Will
I do
on the
believe
block.
Our
There's been an
lycanthrope, who is
evil
not
ping.
Bree.
There's been an evil ping on Bren, by the way. I'd like somebody to nominate Bren. Hi, baby. I love you. Hey, Bill.
Hi.
1.
Because you've
Juicy,
been
I
pinged.
think you should vote for this.
3.
I like
Sorry,
the
I was reading
4.
rules.
It's not enough.
Sorry, I was reading.
Yuha nominates Jacob.
Yuha nominates Jacob. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm the true cultist. He's over there acting like one. He's in cheap robes, fake mask, not a good cultist. Oh, I have
I mean,
a hood too.
can you trust the
Candle
person
and
with
all.
the hoodie?
I have a hood.
The
and
white
you know
hoods
what?
and the blue
Oh,
hoods.
I
mean,
also have a
You
hoodie.
might actually be cult leader.
And you know what,
Yeah.
Jacob? I have a mask.
Jacob came
I don't
prepared.
have a
Ooh, he
mask.
has a mask.
I have
I
glasses.
lit his candle when I got my roll. I just want you to know that.
All right.
So many cool.
I
Yuha, is
love
that your
this.
case? Would you like? Is
I mean,
that?
my case is that there's a double claim, and I'm an actual cult leader. He's a shabby knockoff. So let's go with the real one and X the fake.
Jacob,
Could I
your
also add
response.
something relevant?
After Jacob's response?
Gotcha.
I'm happy if Majora wants to go before my response, but I am the real cult leader, and I
Real.
I think
Please stand up.
I had a good chat with Kevin about it. On the first day, I was going around telling people the truth that I do not get information directly, but that my role can reveal information. That was the description I was giving for my role, and that's been the way it's worked out in terms of I know I have one good and one evil neighbor at the moment. And I don't know, you had like you're saying you've just remained good this whole time, I guess.
Yes. Have you remained good this whole time, Jacob? Huh?
Okay,
Huh?
yeah, just
No. Tell me. Did
no.
you?
I went evil one night. That was
Oh,
part
you
of my
went
case
evil
against
one
Will.
night. One night,
Yeah.
huh?
He did tell me that.
I went evil one.
I don't
He
know.
went out
I
back
think
to
you went
back.
evil all
Yeah,
night.
I was very
I
straightforward
honestly
with
don't
Kevin
think. I
about
honestly
all
don't
of
think
that.
Jacob is
No,
a
no,
bad guy.
Jacob
I'm
evil
still
that
questioning
time.
all
Hold
of
on,
this
hold on. Jacob
information.
still has the floor.
I hang on. Yeah, I came out early to GPS Kevin, and I recently was very clear with Father Mark, with Cassie, with Scruffy Kevin. I can't remember with anyone else, but like I've been very forthcoming with how my role worked and what my role is, and I am the genuine cult leader. And I know I'm not going to be able to form a cult today or anytime soon, but like
Yeah,
that's my role, and you has Sussy. That's
Well,
it.
I have two things. I have two
Backup
things.
is Mark, who I also don't.
Majora's also
have-
got a thing. Majora was calling for a thing.
Mine are funnier and quicker.
Okay.
Will the real cult leader please stand up? And
What's
you are
actually
a little
true?
offended you didn't vote for me.
I'm the cult leader.
I'm a little,
Now a
I'm a
triple
little
claim.
offended. I don't know why you didn't nominate me first.
Well, I wasn't
No.
going anywhere.
But
I am so
I'm hurt.
suspicious of you, so you being Jacob's backup is also suspicious to
I'm
me.
hurt. I'm hurt.
All right,
I
Majora,
think-
make your point, and then we're gonna run a vote.
So I think there's two reasons to potentially execute Jacob. One is that there's a double claim, so we could execute both of them. The other is the last game I played where I was cult leader, the town intentionally executed me on the day I said I was good to lock me in as good. So if Jacob's in a position where he could flip from good to evil, even if he is the good cult leader, it might still be a good move to execute him just to lock him in as good so he doesn't flip back.
So force
That's
him to
another
play on our
consideration.
team. Force him to be on the other team.
Here's the thing. I've heard ruminations of a bounty hunter around. So it could be that we have one extra evil player. And therefore, I think we should try and execute someone who we think is evil today. I would have preferred to execute Will, but I'm going to nominate Yuha.
Well, counterpoint.
Well, that's we're doing Jacob right now, but also I
Counterpoint.
really want someone to nominate Brent.
Well,
All right,
counterpoint.
I'm gonna run the.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, can I say one more thing?
Yes.
I mean, we are pretty late game. He's not tried to make a cult once, and if he really was evil one of his times, wouldn't an evil cult leader at least try to make a cult to win? Isn't that all a bit suspicious of an alleged cult person? Either that or you weren't really playing evil, Jacob.
All right.
Yeah.
I say we execute both of them.
In the interest of time, I'm gonna run the votes.
Yeah. Sorry. Run the vote.
At least
But
one of them
your
is
hand.
evil. We should execute both of them. We get out one guaranteed
raise
evil
your
because there's a
hand,
double
you're
claim.
backing me, remember?
I only have a
One.
ghost vote. Sorry.
Goblin's
guys.
voting for this.
No one's voting
I-
for it.
Kevin, can I convince you to vote
Oh,
for
Mark
Brent?
is convinced.
I know you're stuck on Yuha.
I was
There's definitely
looking.
something
because
there,
I-
but I really want to clear
I
Brent.
honestly think.
So,
I honestly not enough.
think Jacob
I'm
is a
going to
good guy.
confirm
I
that
honestly
there
think
is
Jacob
a bounty
is a good
hunter.
guy.
And they told me that Yuha was their ping. So if Yuha is executed or dies by some other means, then the bounty hunter can get a new ping and we get some more information.
Final
also
call
trying to get
for
a new
nominations today.
GPS nominates Yuha.
GPS nominates Yuha. Tell us about it.
Like I said, I've heard of a bounty hunter ping on him. He's been really, I think, kind of acting evil the whole game. And then I think also that that puts some suspicion on Will as well.
I would like you to case bulleted lists
Not Will,
of my
Kevin.
evil actions.
When
You're just blanket throwing out that I have acted shady, but how?
No, there's a ping on you.
No.
In
Yeah,
claiming
pick
my
from
role.
somebody I do not trust, which, to be honest, I don't really trust you so much.
Well, of
I
course you don't
because
trust the person
you're,
who's
You're
nominating
over
you.
there in cahoots with Jacob and Mark, which, if all three of you guys are evil, that would make sense. Mark, you know I think that you're evil. So don't even play.
As the Lycanthrope, he was the first person I checked on night 1.
I thought you checked Majora.
No, he was my second night.
Well,
So you
why
checked,
is your hand up?
Interesting.
Remember,
So you
you're
checked
with
2
me.
people and they didn't die.
I'm always sus of
Interesting.
you.
Kevin,
Will.
tomorrow I want to talk to you. You and I need to get on the
Yeah,
same
more
page.
than
I
happy
know that
to.
we're doing a trial, but we need to get on the
What
same
are all
page.
these
We should get an execution today, so we need at least one more hand.
I don't think we're doing Vortex,
Really
though.
2.
Okay. Well,
Right.
what would all these heads say?
But we've got too many evil people. Like
Guys,
Yeah,
that's
we
like-
need to get an evil person out.
Fine, fine.
why don't we have at least
GPS,
6
time out.
You
just to get someone up there?
You are Cliff's Goblin.
Yuha claims Goblin.
Yuha,
Brent.
claims Goblin.
Okay.
Don't be there.
The goblin.
I'm the goblin.
I don't think we
I
have
think
any
we still gotta
problem.
go for this.
I'm
Statistically, what are the odds?
Bren and B, I would put your hands up. We need
Why?
one more hand.
Nope, you're gonna
Why?
lose.
I don't know
We
about
need to
that.
get a
I'm-
kill.
I'm
We need to
I'm
get.
Yeah.
still sus.
No, you're
I'll
going.
go
Where's this
for
thing
it.
that it is
How
in the-
many?
Is
this
Yeah,
a
thing
I
kill
can't.
or
Oh,
is
is that a
Four,
thing, though?
5
Dag nabbit? Dag nabbit!
is
What?
not enough.
Hamza.
Final call for
Who's a ghost
nominations.
vote? Boo!
If he was the
Someone
top,
nominate
he would
Brent.
hide that.
Could someone please
could-
I
nominate
cannot.
Brent? Scruffy.
Father Mark, can you nominate
Or am I
Bren?
playing the long con?
You can
Father Mark,
nominate
can
me.
you nominate
Ah,
Brent?
Mark nominates Bren.
Why are we saying that Will is connected with the Yuha? I don't get the connection.
Because he keeps
Mark,
Yeah,
supporting him.
I don't.
Town.
I don't understand.
Town. Mark has nominated Bren. Mark, make your case.
I was told to do this, and where's that book?
Oh no.
On how to be evil.
It says right here, whenever told to kill people, that's a good way to prove your innocence. Wait a second.
Can you put your hand up though? Can you also put your hand up?
Bren, your response.
I have been not the confused of I don't know how to play this game because I feel like I've played the game enough times. It's not that kind of confusion. I still think that we might potentially have a Vortox game. I think there's information going around that I don't think is accurate. I think and if it is, it's weird.
Well,
yeah, I don't think that there's. I think
mean,
that, and I wonder if
the
that has
person
to
with
do
the
with
bounty,
people's
the person
painting.
with the bounty hunter ping on them just claimed Goblin. So I think that's
Yeah, we don't have a
it's not the entire confirmation, but it's not bad confirmation.
I mean, I feel like we've
also
seen
be-
situations where like sunken kills have thrown things off, and it's that 1 in a million. And I hate to, I'm never generally the 1 in a million person. I'm saying that there could be bad information going around. I mean, I guess that yeah, we want a kill. I don't know why I'm pinging evil, but
If you're the role that you told me that you were, this shouldn't really be a problem for you.
Well,
No?
if we have a Poe game, then
There could also be a no dashi. That could lead to only some information being false, but the majority of it being true.
Dashi, no dashi.
With how many evil pings we have, though, I know if I'm wrong, chat's probably really mad at me for saying this over and over, like, shut up, Yenza. But I feel so confident that this is a Legion game, that we don't have goblins, that everyone is just Legion.
I'm a goblin.
Both of our goblins are not goblins.
All right, I'm
At
gonna run the
least one of us
votes.
is.
Please don't make me use my
Yenza,
ghost
I
vote.
wouldn't
Please
use
don't
a
make me
dead
use
vote.
my ghost vote.
2,
wow, Yenza's serious. She used a friggin' ghost vote.
Can
3.
Will and
Majora
Majora
B,
I
I
don't know
think
who's
when you
pinging me.
Oh,
Vote
no, it's gonna be
B in the name of Riverside. Yeah.
Riverside.
Riverside!
I had
We
Riverside.
can't,
enough.
we can't let our ghost
Wow.
vote go to waste.
Bren is on the block.
She used a ghost vote.
Closing
I wanna know who the
nominations
ping
in
is.
5.
Are you willing to tell me who the ping is?
You ping.
No, who
You
pinged
ping.
me? Who told Yenza that I was evil? Or
Brenna
Lots of
is
people.
executed and dies, and
Bye-bye.
everyone goes to sleep.
Bye-bye.
protecting from the Vortox.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your service to this town.
Alright.
You will be for
yeah,
sure.
maybe much better.
Thanks, Goblin.
No game talk. No game
Yenza
talk.
and GPS need to get on the
I'm
same
gonna
page.
bathroom.
This is going to give the
I
empath
think
his
I
first
should
reading
have
of
an
0.
alcoholic beverage.
I'm gonna go grab one on my way back.
All right, who dies tonight? We have
Can you get me one?
See, why are we listening
I
to
would
Father
love
Mark?
to.
He's drunk.
I'm not a drunk.
I mean, we do have a drunk somewhere in this game.
I
Exactly.
think that that's the outsider, and not, let's say, like
I'm
the
going
goon
to kill
or the moon
Majora.
child.
Yenza believe we shouldn't talk about game at night.
Yeah.
So in this
Kevin,
very
go for it.
wonderful book, I'm just making up everything.
What is
How do we
Riverside?
go?
I
Grim?
say we should talk about like.
Or I
the
could kill
criminals
Yuha.
at
Wait.
night.
What
Majora,
is
since he's
Riverside
bluffing as
Bros?
king,
Can
he
somebody-
could do
Come on.
work with that.
Oh,
If
that's
you-
the
if-
best
listen,
club in this
If
game.
you know, you know.
Yuha
If you know, you know.
If you don't know,
would make
you don't know.
GPS look
No,
shitty.
that's fine.
Just stay away from the Riverside dudes.
Yeah, you gotta stay off
You're
the
a
turn.
gang.
Stay off the turn.
Who
Yeah,
are
I
the
think-
Riverside
I
dudes?
think Majora is a smart kill.
Just some delinquents.
Delinquent. Oh, that makes me feel better. That makes me feel better about
Ravenclaw
you.
did nothing.
The
Empath
delinquents.
Yes, they
Capital
excluded
P.
Kevin.
learns his
Oh.
first 0.
Kevin, you can join me.
I told him he should go punch them.
Wait, but which
Don't
Make
Kevin?
them, make them let him
people.
join.
Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum.
He like
Ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum.
Sorry, I was looking up I promise I am looking up.
You're looking
things.
up what?
I'm looking up federal crimes.
Yeah, that would be
doing some
great
homework.
in your search history.
FBI, it's just a joke.
It is a federal crime to sell a barrel of fruit with a bulge that's too small.
I don't like the way that was said.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm. True.
Wording.
For barrels of fruits, vegetables, and other dry commodities other than cranberries, Section 243 requires that the distance between the barrel heads, which are the two, the two ends
Top
of the
and
barrel,
bottom.
be 26 inches. The heads themselves must have a diameter of 17 and
All right, I want to
1/8
make sure
inches.
Jacob gets a chance
Critically,
to
though,
see
the
his info. I'm gonna
circumference
go
of
grab
the
a drink.
bulge, so the space around the middle,
So
must be
mid-section.
64 inches. Cranberry barrels can have a smaller bulge of just 58.5 inches. Selling an undersized barrel of fruit or vegetables is punishable by a fine of up to $500 and imprisonment of up to 6 months.
Oh, only 500? Well, I also
Yeah, only
heard
$500.
imprisonment, but there's also imprisonment.
I don't have that kind of money.
Huh?
I need to sell the barrel for that money.
Well.
Interesting.
GoFundMe.
Although federal law does not regulate the appropriate uses of ketchup, it does regulate its consistency. Specifically, 21 CFR Statute 155.194 provides that ketchup may not flow at a rate faster than 14 centimeters in 30 seconds at 20 degrees Celsius, as measured by a Bostwick consistometer. Any faster and it fails to meet the standard of identity for ketchup, making it a misbranded food under 21 USC Statute 343H.
Do you get to say that your ketchup is having an identity crisis then?
Yeah, basically.
Ketchup.
Oh goodness.
That's wild.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Well, who bothered to make these laws?
Lots of it revolves around like false advertising or taxation.
Yeah.
So you could
Well,
theoretically just put a few tomatoes with a ton of water and call it ketchup. So the government regulates how much tomato you have to have in it, which in this case they're doing by consistency to make sure that people aren't cheating customers.
The people.
So they're monitoring consistency, but they're not monitoring that olive oil is slashed with friggin' canola oil. I get it.
Ooh, federal cheese law.
No, don't
Cheese law.
The FDA
law.
standard of
Cheese
identity demands that the cheese not be too moist, that its fat content be just right, and that it be labeled properly when sold. Failure to comply renders the cheese misbranded and renders the cheesemaker a potential criminal. The USDA takes a slightly more elegant approach. It wants pasteurized processed cheese to have a pleasing and desirable taste. It shouldn't stick to the knife when cut into slices, and it should be resilient and not tough, brittle, short, weak, or sticky. Oh,
interesting.
Did it just describe cheese as meat?
No, weak.
Ah, weak. Yeah, no weak cheese in my house.
Weak sauce.
Weak cheese. Get it out of here.
I read that there was a lawsuit filed against Subway, I believe in Ireland, where they tried to say that Subway's bread had so much sugar that it wasn't legally classified as bread.
Yeah, it was a candy bar.
Subway's bread had so much sugar that Majora choked on it and died.
Interesting.
Majora, can I chat with you, please?
Riverside
can.
boys, can I chat with you?
Of course.
Riverside.
Hello, so I was the king.
Interesting. Do you know if
Yeah.
you had a choir boy?
I was asking around and like just chatting with people. No one claimed it to me. So my guess is Evil Team like asked around and maybe they were confident there wasn't a choir boy.
Maybe. It could be Juicy.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
was like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So I'm the bounty hunter.
Okay.
I am the bounty hunter, and that's why I've been pushing so hard on Yuha, because he was my evil ping.
Gotcha.
So I'm confused as to why you didn't support that.
I supported both until he made the goblin claim.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. It's hard because it's like
I think we're pretty confident that he's evil now, though, that he didn't vote for himself when he claimed Goblin.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So I think Wooby could still potentially be a goblin, but I'm
right?
pretty
I
sure
agree.
Yuha is a non-goblin evil. So I would
agree.
support. If we can't get the number of votes
Majora has,
necessary,
like,
I would use a
no
ghost vote on
suspicions
Yuha.
him right now.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the hard part is that there's an extra evil town.
Yeah.
And
There's a
Yuha,
showdown at the
What are
riverside.
you?
What am I?
Are you the
I-
Nodaki?
I am caffeinated.
You are
The problem with
caffeinated.
Kevin, no one
That
ever
is
believes him.
unfortunately,
It's true.
I don't think, one of the rules of the game. Is that one of the? That's not one of the
Let's check in on our
rules clarification.
I don't see a reason to tell you anything if you're not going to tell me anything.
Sorry, was there a rules question?
No, it was a joke.
No, that was more of a joke. There's no caffeinated roll.
You come
Okay,
to our
I'll
territory.
I'll
and
just
demand
go
things of
somewhere
us.
else. You don't
Listen,
need
your
me.
territory is open territory. It's not my fault you didn't actually
Wait.
buy the land.
Really think Will is evil?
Curse is upon me, but I've trusted Kevin so far, and his stuff has pointed me right. So I believe he's good. Peter, to catch you up, I came out as evil to Bren in the hopes that she would do the same to me, and I've just been confessing my schizophrenia in this role to her.
And now he's pulling a Yenza.
I'm not pulling a Yenza though. I'm
Remember
trying
that
to
game where
play
you
this
trusted Yenza and
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You know what? She would be fun to talk to in this exact moment. That would really give my headache a spicy twist. Yeah. Okay, Brown, this was a good talk. Thank you for your comfort.
All right, I gotta.
Okay, and I wish you luck,
them
and
to
if there's
town.
something I can do, let me.
Okay, cool.
I've fallen for Majora too. We were
I didn't talk
outsiders
to
together,
as many- I
and
didn't
then
talk to
he got a
anybody I wanted to
Fangu
talk
jump,
to today,
and I
because
never
somebody
caught up.
came to the
Sorry, I didn't
Riverside
mean to
who was
depart
not
abruptly.
Oh,
from the
yeah, why don't you
Riverside.
actually buy the land then instead of freeloading?
I did. I have the deed right here.
That's not believing.
The government has signed off on this.
Wait,
Mark
that was my
nominates
river.
Yuha.
I will say,
Wow.
I barged into your river and immediately tried drowning Mark.
Can I say something before we start nominations?
Sure.
You wanted to talk to me today, and then
I
you
did, and so it's very good that I say this in front of everyone because I want to say that to you, Kevin. There were lots of things. I have a whole plan here that I really want to go over with you, but I just want to say this. And Kevin, I wanted to say this to you, but it's good the whole town listens. Kevin, you are very, very sold on the story. You can't get past it. We're trying to feed you something else, and you're like, no, I want this plate that I chose. You're saying that Will backed up Yuha. He did not. He voted for him once when he was voting for Father Mark as a meme. None of us voted for it because we knew. He even said, I'm still stuck on vengeance. He was joking, and Will just jumped into that. That doesn't mean he was backing him up. None of the other evil players voted with that. Will also voted for Yuha. Will is not attached to Yuha. I'm begging you to let go of that until you find more proof than that one time he voted with him, please.
So
Nominations are now
Yenza.
open.
Yuha nominates
I'm gonna out-
GPS.
Yuha!
Yuha nominates GPS. Tell us about it.
Well, he keeps playing off of two people that I find suspicious, and he's for some reason accusing Will of siding with me or whatever's going on here. I don't know. I feel like he's just going around being his usual self, and his usual self usually deserves to die. So I think we should just go ahead and let's finish this.
Jacob, GPS, Mark are the pretty
First GPS's response.
I don't feel the need to defend myself against someone who's claimed Goblin.
Well, I had it.
I will
Most
say,
people have
Mic
named
drop.
Goblin.
I know, right?
if
Most people
Jacob,
have named it. Like clearly, if it's a defense mechanism to keep things going, I'm just saying for either one who claimed Goblin.
and if Jacob is the real cultist, that means one of his neighbors is evil. We don't know if that's Will or if it's GPS.
I don't think Jacob's the cultist.
One of my neighbors is evil. Yeah.
And it's
You
Will.
are.
He's pretty sold that he's the cult leader.
All right. 5 votes to put GPS on the block.
I only have one.
No.
We're
Just
not
no.
convinced of this.
1.
We only have a ghost
thank
vote
you.
left. Are we not convinced of this?
I don't like
Yuha.
Lucy,
2.
Robbie. Wait, who doesn't like me?
4.
Oh, sorry.
4 is
I
not
don't
enough.
waste the ghost vote.
Quick announcement. I just wanted to say that I was the king. I told like 4 or 5 people that. So if there is a choir boy, now would be a really good time to announce that.
What is a
And then you know who the big
The
bad is.
problem with that is, I think it's a Legion game. So they would only be given one name, right? Are they also told what kind it is? Or just told who?
Mark
just who.
nominates Yuha.
Sorry, I was distracted looking up rules. Mark nominates Yuha. Tell us about it.
So it says here.
Again?
Now you know how it feels, Yuha. Now you know.
Persistence is key. It says that right here. So persistence is key. Yuha is trying to kill somebody I believe is good. And I too can play the spite game, so I nominate him.
Yuha, your
I
response.
want to go with the spite vote.
Well, my response is that he's clearly, as you stated, being spiteful, just for no good reason, I might add. And he lowered his glasses, making himself look like a librarian. So that's also not to be trusted. And yeah.
Librarians are
if I can add,
super
if I
tough.
can
No,
add,
I just decided not to vote in between these two anymore.
Will, if you're good, you will vote for this.
I vouch for you, Will. Please vote for this. You don't have to prove that you're good, Kevin, but please vote for this.
I think he does. But also, I do want to point out that Yuha claimed Goblin last round and then didn't vote on himself when he could have put himself on the block.
Or am I doing
I have information. I have
one more
information.
vote.
Okay, we've had yes, please vote for this. This is good. We've had multiple pings, multiple bad pings on multiple bad people, which means this is a Legion game. We don't have a Poe, we don't have a Vortex, we have a Legion. That also means we don't have minions. We don't have a Goblin. Both of our Goblins are not Goblins. They are Legion, for they are 2. I'm so sorry. Please, despite the stupid joke, vote for that. So I am asking that today we vote out Yuha. Tomorrow we vote out Wooby. And then I think next, Jacob is a good vote because our 2 evil people, Bren and Bree, are also backing him up and being like, "Why you guys? Jacob's the real cult, and he's in and he's in a."
I said he was convinced anyway.
Convinced.
Bree
Sure.
tried to
That
throw me
works
under
too.
the bus.
But he's in a double bluff right now with Yuha, and I think that Yuha was using his bluff that he got as Legion. I think that Legion and Lycanthrope were both Legion bluffs.
Yeah, so what I think is that the evil team is really playing into the Legion idea and double bluffing with people who already have bluffs to make you think that it's a Legion game.
I use nothing, but I am going to say, since I don't trust you, that I'm also claiming Goblin.
Let me do math. Hold on.
You
Peter,
are
can
claims
I
Goblin.
ask clarification?
Yes.
We need one more vote.
I don't
Will or
trust
B, put
you
your hands
all.
up.
Wait, because I can't see the thing right now. Because
Well, how dare you?
How many minions are we supposed to have in this game?
3.
This was at 3.
3. Bren and Bree have been confirmed evil. Wooby and Yuha are also we're pretty positive they're evil. That the math is potentially there. So let's just do Yuha and
Yenza,
Wooby.
honestly, Yenza, I am kind of starting to agree with you. Yenza, I am kind of starting to agree with you, given that 2 people that I really haven't talked to, B and Juicy, both voted on me.
So you don't count the votes. Everyone's suspicious of you. Yuha.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I'm counting votes. 5 votes will put Yuha on the block.
Let's do this.
1.
Father Mark, please put your hand back up.
You scared me.
You're giving me anxiety.
Oh no. Oh wait.
4.
Kevin, I love you. Thank you.
5 is enough. Yuha's on the block. Any other nominations today?
You can also not nominate. if
Well,
we
why
definitely
you
don't
nominate
have
You're sure it's not a
Also, I want to apologize to everyone for being like, yeah, Legion. Math sucks.
Bobby, nominate Kevin.
Closing nominations
The
in
Goblin.
5.
Everybody nominates
Goblins.
Yuha is executed and dies, and everyone goes to
all
sleep.
regret this.
stuff. Good stuff.
All right.
Successful
I'm
goblin
sorry
kill.
Now you're not gonna get your Raven Keeper information, so joke's on you.
This went real quick for good. It did, yeah.
Well, that's hilarious because I'm the Raven Keeper.
So
Gosh.
I'm just kidding.
It's
I'm
all
just
coming
kidding.
out now.
The truth come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
this is my plan. I'm thinking tonight.
A question for the ages.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
Peter, mute us.
I don't understand.
You are gay.
Peter, mute us.
Kill Kevin. That actually is a good idea. I was thinking about either giving Kevin Jacob, who is evil right now, or Juicy, who was the alchemist goblin. Double bluff from Peter, and everyone wakes up, and I like to congratulate nobody because everyone goes back to sleep. Yeah. So I'm thinking, especially since I'm trying to push this game to close, yeah, we will give Juicy to GPS, and we will flip him to be good. And we will also, let's see, if we flip you to good, then we have 1, 2, 3 living evil, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and kill B. Yeah, might be able to give a tricky goblin win, especially since they are fairly well convinced it's Legion, but not entirely. Giving B will also give him an alchemist, will also proc him as the drunk Raven Keeper. So we're just like doing all sorts of madness here. Although if we kill B, then we also... Yeah, I think that's good, because we'll also give Mark a 1. Yes, alright. So, first thing that happens. B dies. Juicy is a alchemist goblin turned evil by the bounty hunter. So he was good, and then he became evil. Okay, we're gonna kill B, right? And we'll ask him to make a choice. So this hurts the good team, but it also helps the good team because of the empath. The Alchemist is a super cool role. Ah, yeah. I don't think I've seen BH in a Legion game before. Yeah, it's I was expecting more from it, honestly, but he only just killed his first ping. And now we're pushing him onto the Alchemist Evil Goblin. The Evil Alchemist Goblin. We'll see if he sees through it. Also, hello, Rainbow. Good to see ya. It's been a wild game. All right, he chooses Mark. That's beautiful. This is just gonna be total chaos. This is gonna be Total chaos. Okay, what do we give? What do we give B? I'm thinking the Sarah Novus, just because I think that's super funny. Legion could be pretty funny too. All right. So now Mark is going to get a 1. Which will be a ping on Will. He should, but it is B, and I don't think he will. Interesting. Has anyone claimed to have been made Sarah mad during the game? No. No. I really am, but just trying to. So it's a red herring, and it's a pretty obvious red herring. But that's to help the town be convinced it's a Legion game, which will get them to kill the goblin. That's the play for the good team. On the other hand, they have a good cult leader now that has been getting a lot of trust since he comes forward whenever he's been evil. So I think it's probably either going to be a cult leader or a goblin alchemist win. One of the two. But I don't know.
Like female almonds.
Let's park that right there. Let's
park lemons. I missed everything. That was my first words that I heard. Those words could kill. Oh, look, they did. Sorry, Brian, you're dead. Yeah, about that.
Other side will never forget you.
Go ahead and discuss.
Are you the bounty hunter? You keep talking about bounty hunter thing.
I'm the bounty hunter.
Cool. Okay, so we're trying to account for the deaths that happened. Remember when there was no death that one time? Why did that happen?
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of. So we have someone who's an alchemist who chose poisoner and had been poisoning Wooby. And I think last night they poisoned somebody. They chose somebody else.
Wait.
Somebody just gave me bad
Wait.
information.
Hold on. Who told you that they chose a minion? Because you can't choose. The minion is assigned to you.
He said Wooby. As soon as we all came out and said Wooby, so he chose.
Yeah.
He chose poisoner
I think
as
both
the person
teams
that
could
as
win.
his alchemist. I'm gonna be poisoner. Or
You
not
don't
chose,
get to
I guess,
do that.
Not chose.
You don't
Dave,
get
sorry.
to.
I'm saying it wrong. He didn't tell me that. I'm saying it wrong. He got
okay.
poisoner. He is poisoner, and he chose Wooby.
I see.
And so he's been choosing Wooby. And
Hi.
Hi.
So if there was an alchemist who got the role of goblin, would they actually be on the evil team?
No, unless there's something that makes an alchemist evil. Alchemist is a good player with the ability of one of the minions.
Oh, okay, so if they claimed they were goblin, then they would win for the good team if they got voted off.
Exactly. The goblins team
okay.
wins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Riverside gang. Oh!
Nah, you had a hand in killing me. Why should I talk to you?
I am going to go talk to somebody else as soon as they become
Well,
available.
okay, B. I
Yeah,
hear you.
I'm trying to
As they
push
become available.
them
Okay.
to end the
But they
game
aren't.
because we're over time.
Currently,
Maybe they'll never be available.
I'm stuck here.
You seem
Maybe
pretty
Right.
sus.
I
Yuha.
think
Stuck
Kevin comes
forever.
out with his ping.
Well, wait, aren't you dead, Yuha?
No, I live forever.
that's why he got a 1. That's why he got a 1 because B died, so he got a new reading, and that means
That's
Jacob.
Will. No, Will's still alive.
Oh, that's Will. I see Will.
Yeah.
Damn it. I didn't
I
want you to
told
be
you.
right. I just want you to know. Him voting with Yuha is not evidence. You needed to find different evidence than I have.
Thanks, Jens. I appreciate that.
Can,
Well,
yeah.
so here's
Can
the
we
thing,
do a
Jacob.
movie
Like,
today?
I believe Jacob I believe Jacob is the cult leader, because that would be a Peter thing to do, is to throw the cult leader of all things into a Legion game. Because then it becomes
I don't
really
think
hard
there's
for
anything that.
Yes, but here's the thing, because Yuha,
There's not a way that I could come up with all the tokens.
That's like I said.
Where somebody
all
won't
of the
say
Legion,
that's such a Peter
more
thing
than
to do.
three, all get 3 blacks.
impossible.
And they don't get enough time to meet up with each other. So
well,
the fact that Yuha is cult
Jens, I
leader.
agree with you that it's Legion now. You don't have to convince me.
Well, no. My point being, because Jacob is in a double
Yeah,
thing
see,
with
they
Yuha,
believe-
either Yuha
So when
tried
Juicy
to go
claims
outside
Goblin,
of the
they're gonna
bluff,
vote him.
or him and Yuha, or him and
Vigor
Jacob
is
both
evil
chose
twin.
their same bluff, but didn't meet up with each other to
It's the storytelling
Wait,
curse, yeah.
because you said Majora was in a double claim, right?
Everything
just came out of
becomes
pink.
Peter's meta.
No, Majora wasn't in a double claim.
It's
Yuha and
so
Jacob were in a double claim, and I was saying Majora and Will were both. You said that somebody tried to kill Will as a lycanthrope. Bree said she tried to kill
Yes.
Majora as a lycanthrope. Who's our
Cassie
other
was the other lycanthrope.
Interesting.
And she
died,
died
so
the
maybe
first
that-
night.
I think we
Yeah,
had a
maybe
But that
Vigor
could have
Mortis
been
and
Peter
evil twin.
confirming her.
I have
Quote,
no
unquote.
idea. So here's what I want to do.
Either way,
Today
we know Will
actually-
is evil. We know Juicy's evil.
Yeah.
We know Wooey's evil.
No, we don't know Juicy. Juicy might have chosen
I have to
poison.
check the database.
Juicy might have chosen
I'll
to
talk to him.
poison
I'll
you.
talk to him.
No. Let me.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, Brenda's
It
kind of.
helps that he's been kind of quiet too.
Mm-hmm.
But I
So
think
the big question is, do GPS and
nobody's
Yenza
really
push
super suspicious
to
of him.
execute Juicy?
I feel like
'Cause
a
if they're
lot of
both
the
on board with
suspicion is
that-
still on Will
Vortex games are
for
Yeah,
now.
Will and Wooby too.
Maybe GPS and Wooby, because he's been claiming Goblin.
Vortex games
too.
are the most traumatizing, so even if
Good grief.
there's the
Okay.
same number, it feels like there are more.
Yeah,
we gotta
for you.
hurry things along.
This is only game
Bias.
1.
This is only game 1.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Hey, so Bren, what was your number?
Huh?
What was your number?
I didn't claim anything.
Yes, you did. You told me explicitly one thing. That
Nominations
I
are
remember
open.
nothing.
Minus 555.
Do it, Jacob. Do it.
I would like to nominate Will again.
Jacob
That's not
nominates
what I
Will.
wanted.
Tell us about it.
You should have started.
I mean, I could do that too afterwards. We'll have fun. I
We'll
just
have
don't think
fun.
enough. I'm not sure enough people trust me for that. Will, so the solid information that I have from my role is that I have one good neighbor and one evil neighbor. I have consistently changed each night. Yesterday I was evil. I'm back to good again.
Ooh.
Day 1, I was good. Second day I was evil, had no idea what to do with it. Basically played it good and was like, I want to kill Will so I can be good again. Third day I was good. Fourth day I was evil. I tried talking to Bren because we just killed her for being like, maybe you're sus. And I tried to get an evil claim out of her. She did not reveal a status to me. She played good the entire time, so that gave me nothing. I'm back to good today. I would like to kill Will because that will make my next alive neighbor Father Mark. If I remain
He's
good
so good.
tomorrow, it would be a break in the pattern that has been going every single day. So I've been going back and forth, good, evil, good, evil, good, evil. It would be a break. I would like a good person on either side of me. That's what's going on. And Kevin could have been pulling a long con on me. He could have. I don't think it's beyond your intellect, Kevin. I just don't think it's the case. On a social read, which is a dangerous thing to do with Kevin, I do trust him. I would like to kill Will so that I have a different alive neighbor and could remain good tomorrow. And yeah, that's it.
favor to ask.
That's my case. We've had
Or Will
other
gets-
things as well, but yeah.
Will, your response.
I'm gonna vote on myself because this makes no sense. Like I said, you guys can eliminate me, and again, I had one conversation with Jacob earlier in the game, and anyways, there's nothing else I could say except, yeah. So yeah,
Love you.
I'll vote on myself.
Well,
This
what
is a good
the
kill. I
secret?
love you. Also, I wanted to make the joke. I'm so sorry. This is such a serious, sad moment. But Jacob's so tired of being like, I want to kill puppies and I want to donate to charity. He's like, I just want to be consistent.
Totally crave consistency. Let me go full psychopath or let me be a saint. Please, I beg of you.
4 votes will put Will on the block.
Theoretically, this also means we could get a cult leader victory tomorrow.
I don't think we should do a ton of votes on this. Like, definitely do majority, but I just
1,
got information that I think we should talk about.
2,
I know that's vague.
I can put my hand
4,
with Yenza, but I couldn't.
I wish.
He was talking to
5 is enough.
Okay.
Any other nominations today?
I would like to
Mark, I
have the
figured it out,
floor,
by the way.
if that's okay.
Yeah, we should let B talk.
Is that okay if I have the floor real quick?
Sure.
So I was killed last night, as you all know. I was the Raven Keeper. I picked Father Mark and got the Serenovus.
For the
What is
record, B
Serenovus?
told me the very first day that he was the Raven Keeper.
And he told me the very first day he was the king.
each night you choose.
There hasn't been anyone
So if
who's
it's
died
if
and then
also,
come out as mad.
couldn't it be?
Unless he's been choosing the same person every day.
How does the Jinx thing work? How does the Serenovus and Goblin? Because we've had a lot of goblins come forth thinking they're
You
goblins.
can make someone.
It's just that you make
like,
them mad that they're goblin.
Ordinarily, the Serenovus can only
Oh.
make good players mad as good, like other good characters. But in this case, with the Serenovus and the Goblin on the script, you can make a good player mad that they are an evil character, namely the Goblin.
So
Wooby,
We've had
Yuha, were
two
either of you
goblins.
made mad that you were the Goblin?
I remain silent.
So
I mean,
Wooby, how about you?
I'm the
Goblin
goblin.
claims.
Interesting.
all that happens is you die and then we get information.
I told
So
I told Father Mark that that I found out that I was told that he was the Serenovus as the Raven Keeper, and he told me some stuff. I'm not gonna tell what he told me, but if he wants to tell people what he told me, he can, or not.
So
But
either one of them is
Second
drunk,
call for
one of them is
nominations.
poisoned, or one of them is evil.
How dare the
Or you're
Serenovus
both evil.
me.
I believe
And this
I
is a
was
Legion
poisoned.
Father Mark, this could be a Legion game.
I don't know what that means, but
That
If
means
Father
that the
Mark were
major-
poisoned, though, that wouldn't
that
influence
means
B's
that there's
result.
very few
Yeah, B
players
would
who
have
are
to be
good.
poisoned.
I would have
That
to be
means that they're-
poisoned. If he's not the Serenovus, I was poisoned. And yeah.
Ruby,
so-
you could always nominate.
Peter?
Poisoned and a Vortox.
Juicy, you've been quiet. You could
This,
go with
oh,
yours.
this,
Anyone?
yeah, so this feels so much like a Legion game.
Final call for
Yeah,
nominations.
except
Look at all these people supporting
B was
votes on
confirmed
other on
good.
good players.
Nominate
Kevin,
Juicy.
he was confirmed good.
What
who
happened?
nominated who?
Wooby nominates Juicy.
Wooby nominates Juicy. Tell us about it.
What?
He's just been
Okay.
very quiet. He's just, don't know much about him. I just think it's pretty sus that while everyone else is talking and trying to figure things out, I think he's
Reading the rules.
Very sus thing to do, by the way. Reading the rules.
Right?
Yeah, not bothered.
Play by the seat of
You're
your
supposed to
pants.
freestyle it.
Hmm.
Juicy, your response.
Yeah, I claim Goblin.
Juicy claims Goblin.
Incredible.
It's just like the easy thing to do.
That's beautiful.
Peter,
Yenza, I don't think that he did anything to me last
I
night.
still want
That's
to get
kind of
Wooby
sus to me
nominated.
that when it all comes down to it, just picking my role.
Kevin?
So, I think
Sounds Saranova's mad to me.
that's
Yenza, I think I was correct.
I think so too, but I'd like to stay on track. Please.
I don't-
That,
know what I mean?
yeah, I'm not voting for this. This is
Okay,
we
sorry,
don't
you guys
vote for
keep talking.
All right. 5 votes
Peter,
to
can I-
tie, 6
Oh.
votes. Yes? 5
It's
votes
okay,
to tie,
not to vote,
6 votes
Ronald.
to execute. I'm trying to push the game faster. My apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's
No,
No,
that's
it's
fair.
understandable.
1.
The first day was a long one.
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty long.
We got started a bit late
Oh my
too.
God.
That's
Well,
okay.
why would you put down your
Those
own
are
hand
Two.
with you being on the block?
Oh.
2 is not enough. Closing nominations in
No, it said
5.
3.
Well,
Three.
so it's all up.
Yeah, sorry. Closing
Three's not
nominations in 5.
Kevin,
We have.
Yes.
do you want to?
Are we
No,
nominating
I'm
a
good with
corpse or
executing Will.
something? Oh, Will's over it. Oh.
Will is executed and dies, and everyone goes to sleep.
Good night.
Do ghosts have ghost nominations or just ghost votes?
No, only ghost
Just
votes.
ghost vote.
All right. Hi.
Just rules clarification. Bounty Hunter adding an evil townsfolk into play. I'm sorry, I still haven't seen the YouTube of the time you played this script. Do the evil team know that townsfolk is evil?
They do not.
Okay.
If a bounty hunter
That's-
turns a townsfolk evil, there's nothing that indicates that they learn about
Yeah,
each other.
okay. I'm just trying to understand this goblin confusion. Thank you.
That scared me.
I think people are less likely to suspect being drunk in a Legion game than a normal game. That's true. The counts are all arbitrary, so there's no reason why an outsider being missing means drunk in Legion. Yeah, there's also... Jens assumed she was the drunk at the very beginning. So I think that kind of checked off the idea of the drunk.
I have a rules clarification.
Yeah, what's up?
So I understand that if all legions were to vote to execute somebody, execution wouldn't go through. Oh wait, never mind. So it still wouldn't have gone through. I was gonna say if all of the legions nominated to kill like the goblin or whatever, but then it wouldn't have mattered because the goblin wouldn't have died. So I answered my own question.
Great,
So,
good work.
This is good.
Good talk.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.
Also,
all right. So here's the tricky thing. Yeah, I think we gotta kill GPS. One, two. Now, do we flip Jacob or not? Because now he's sitting next to Wooby. I think we flip him. Which means we get to give... I mean, listen. I gave plenty of opportunities to everybody there, okay? Listen, I gave them the cult leader and the goblin. Juicy is a toss-up. So I don't feel bad. They do very much suspect Wooby, so all evil has to do is kill Wooby. I mean, all good has to do is kill Wooby. All evil has to do is push to kill on Juicy. How many of them know that? I don't know. But there's also still a chance for Jake to change back. But this gives Mark a 1 because he's got Jacob and Scruffy. He's dead. Mark and Jacob will probably corroborate each other. But at this point, like, Jacob's playing for good even when he's on the evil team. Yeah. So the question is, what will Jacob do? And I don't know. The other trouble is, like, in order to execute, they have to get a good player to vote with them. And both Scruffy and Mark have a lot of trust. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This isn't sick. also have to do it for the memes. You understand?
It's your brother-in-law.
Hey, he's the one that invited me, and he was just like, "Here's money." So I've only gone also when I had a very poor job.
Yeah, Legion
so
applies
I
to
didn't
all
really have
evil,
money
not just
I
Legion.
could spend.
Yeah,
and he was like,
exactly.
"You should have fun," and he would give me like $100.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone
Good
except for
morning.
GPS, who died last night.
Oh, about time.
This guy's-
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bree and Ben, can I
so
talk to you guys, please, at the potion? Oh, yeah, GPS.
real fast, I want to come out with my information. I was the bounty hunter, and Yuha and Juicy, I got pinged as evil.
What are you trying to say?
And I think we only have 3 good players left alive in Jacob, Mark, and Scruffy Kevin, which would mean that we cannot execute any of those 3, or else good loses. I'm pretty sure.
we kill
We kill Wooby today. Today
Yeah,
we
kill
kill
Wooby
I
and
think we're
Juicy.
running out of time really bad.
I'm the goblin.
I know, honey. I know.
I want to
Bren,
talk
Can we
can I
also
talk to you? Bren, I
can we
need to
also
to
talk
you.
about
Yeah.
B's
Yeah.
information about?
I don't think it's true. Hi, real fast. What is the lowest limit on townsfolk that can be alive in a Legion game?
It's still the same rules.
So
the Legion
3. Okay. Yeah,
It's-
evil needs to be down to 2 players, with 1 being the big bad.
Right.
Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Cool. Good. Thank you.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that B's information is legitimate.
So, sorry, other rule clarification question. So, since Juicy is evil alchemist, if Wabi dies, does the game end for evil, or because he's evil, does the game continue?
The win condition for good is that all big bads are dead.
Okay, so what does that
an
mean?
evil alchemist is not a big bad.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check. Thanks.
Yeah, and so I am.
I don't know how this is going to
That's
go.
not enough of you. I'm the
I'm surprised they're
pacifist.
deciding to push on
We
Wooby.
have
How do
not
they
had a
know that
single
Juicy is the
failed
alchemist?
execution.
Yeah, way to go.
What does that mean?
Either I'm actually the drunk, or I guess it's a Legion game. Because then we just need a ton of evil players.
If Wabi dies, they win because Juicy is technically not part of us in the
Yeah.
sense of the win condition. So we need to get Juicy to be the one that people vote for. We need at least one good person to vote for Juicy in order for that
Yeah.
to go through as well. So we need to convince one of those 3 that Juicy needs to die. Or wait a minute. So does Juicy not count as Legion? Peter, can I have a little clarification? I'm sorry.
I can't confirm specific player roles.
Yeah, no, well, because the thing says if all legions were to vote for something, it wouldn't go through. Is it all legions or is
It says all evil.
Okay, all evil. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right.
So are we thinking that Juicy is the evil townsperson from GPS's
Juicy
ability?
is Juicy's the evil. He's the evil alchemist who has the goblin will. So
Okay.
if he claims goblin and we execute him, then we win. But we need to have Jacob, Mark, or Kevin raise their hand for it. But we also need to have that go through and not Wooby.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'd use Ghost Vote on
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yep, that's
Okay.
our best shot. So if you can help get that news to other evil people, that would...
Water Club.
Interesting.
Thanks. There's so many evil people here.
Oh, you think so?
Is there though?
I know so.
I only know.
I want to talk to town. I want to talk to town.
Town shushes
Yeah, I'm
Yenza.
glad you're
The
here.
ghost of
Yes,
Yenza
listen.
speaks.
The ghost
I'm
of
also-
Listen, Juicy wants to get executed today because
Who does?
he got his
Oh.
role wrong. He's not poisoner, he's goblin. So he's gonna
Sorry,
claim
GPS.
goblin as the alchemist. He's gonna claim goblin, and then we'll all vote for him, and good team will win.
I am
Good idea.
Let's
Goblin.
do it.
Nominations are open.
I'm confused.
Mark, will you
That's
nominate
okay.
Juicy, please? Can you nominate Juicy? Scruffy Kevin, nominate
So,
Juicy.
Father Mark,
Pass.
the Alchemist has a minion's ability, and Juicy's claiming that he is a good townsfolk
One
with
of
a
our
minion
good
ability.
players. One of our good players, please nominate Juicy. Jacob, would you nominate Juicy?
I mean, if
Jacob.
he's good and he's the
I
goblin and he's
am
the
worried that Scruffy
I
Kevin's
came
our
in
only
late,
good
so I
player
missed
left.
half.
No,
Jacob,
wait.
Juicy is claiming
No,
Alchemist goblin.
seriously, I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So if we nominate him
listen, I
today
was
and
not
execute
here for
him,
half the
and he is the
conversation,
Alchemist goblin, then
I
good
nominate
wins.
Juicy, but I wasn't here for half the conversation.
Oh,
No,
I'll
you're
Is that a
fine.
nomination?
He did.
Okay.
Juicy. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The floor is Jacob's unless he wants to cede it to someone else.
Oh, what? I did nominate.
Okay.
We're losing him. Is he still there?
So just FYI. So what's
I would like
this
to
is
see
Kevin, I don't
totally
want
safe
to.
for the
Kevin,
good
Kevin.
proposing this.
Kevin, I just did math. I don't want to explain that all over again. Just Juicy is willing to die. We think we've got one more evil person. We've got our goblin.
Who's making the
goblin.
case? I need one person who's making the case. So Jacob, you get to choose.
Kevin or Yenza.
Jacob needs to make his case.
Yenza doesn't want us to explain it again for whatever reason.
No.
So
No.
the point
Jacob
is-
needs to make his case about Juicy.
The point is that
I
this
can
is
make both
totally
our cases
safe.
if you want.
Hold on, I'm making the case right now because Jacob has put it to me.
I'm so
Either way, this is safe for the good
caffeine's
team.
kicking in.
If he is a legion and we execute him, then that's one fewer legion. And if he is the alchemist goblin and we execute him, then good wins anyway. So we vote for this.
Okay, Juicy, your response.
I am the goblin. And yeah.
Juicy claims goblin. All right. 3 votes will put Juicy on the block.
Can we
I
get
mean,
those
that's the
votes?
votes you need.
I think that we have more evil players than we have good players. I
One,
think that we've got
2,
one good player, and that's what's keeping
3.
us alive.
4.
It's starting to get jittery.
Is that math? I don't know math.
5
Yes,
is
I don't think
enough.
that's right.
Any other nominations today?
Oh, no,
Besides, that actually, Yenza, that doesn't actually matter. The big bad still has to get town down to 2. So we're safe for now.
I'm just glad I'm alive.
Everybody can claim that.
Right? Have some respect for the ones
The
who went
thing is-
down.
Respect
that I trust Juicy, and I don't trust anybody else who's still alive. Hi, I'm looking at all of you. I don't trust any of you who are all still alive. So
Does that mean you
in
trust
my-
me?
in my
No,
sight,
dare you.
This is the one chance we have, and I don't
Yenza.
want this being thrown.
Yenza, do you trust that I'm the bounty hunter?
Yes, I do. I was
I got an
black
evil
people.
ping on Juicy. So if you
Don't
trust
know.
me, then you trust that information, and you know it's not poisoned. Ergo, Juicy is evil.
Everyone
Does anybody-
has. Yeah.
The use of the word ergo in that moment
Can I?
is very sus.
I
Take all for nominations.
Be
closing
careful,
in
Father. They
5.
still trusted you.
I had a question. Does anybody believe the information I got about Father Mark, or have a reason? Father,
I don't believe this
Closing in
is
5.
They already think I'm says, but I would. I think I'm. Well,
Brent
Sorry,
claims chef to me and then refuses to give a number. So
I gave the
Nominations are
You didn't tell me a
closed.
number.
Juicy
Not to you.
is executed and dies.
Are we gonna get a goblin win? An evil goblin win?
no.
Peter?
And I would like to offer my sincere congratulations to Juicy's team. Together with Yuha, Wooby, Jacob, Cassie, Will, Majora, Brent, and Bree.
I don't understand, Kevin. If you got an evil ping on him, why do you think he was on your team?
He didn't.
I'm
I did.
confused.
All right,
I'm
Grimoire.
also confused.
Effort.
I'm also confused. I'll be honest.
I'm always confused.
I think I wasn't paying close enough attention this game.
I think good just lost.
I'm always confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Evil just
I
won.
think there was a really solid plan here that went awry for everybody.
I really need to know
Peter,
what
help
he
us out
wasn't a
here.
good
Lay it
player.
on us, storyteller.
All right, excellent. So, on night 1, we had our balloonist Yenza, who saw Cassie as a minion or big bad or whatever, but was convinced that she was in fact a drunk, and so she killed herself. So that was Rip
Where's our
Balloonist.
2 outsiders? I need you.
Oh, I must be one, I guess.
Our first outsider was swallowed by the Legion, because this was in fact a Legion game. Our second outsider that the Balloonist adds in was B, the drunk Raven Keeper, who died and learned that Mark was the Serenovus. That was in fact a lie. Mark was an empath who on night 1 learned a 1 off of his neighbors, because Bree was also Legion. As Yenza and Bree died, he started learning 1s off of Bren and Kevin.
Not me, no.
And it wasn't until both of them died. We also had a bounty hunter who was GPS. GPS got his first ping on Yuha, who was part of the Legion. He also turned one townsfolk evil. That was your alchemist, Juicy, who had the power of Goblin.
Oh, that was dirty, Peter.
Stuffy Kevin is a horrible pacifist, by the way. He must love war.
Well, the town only executed one good player, and that was you on day 1. So
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, you were doing a great job
executions.
picking on
I didn't realize it
Legion.
was good execution.
We're all good.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Wait,
we
what do you
also
mean
had
by-
Jacob, who went back and forth, but ultimately ended up as the evil cult leader. Congratulations
Congrats
on
on
your
your
win.
Hey, congrats on the win.
Despite my best efforts, I won.
We had, of course, 3 more legions.
Majora also.
Holy cow!
Yes.
Fudge.
Yeah.
Majora was our best bet.